Hey guys, welcome to the show. First of all, it's me again, Paul P, and I am here in the city of smiles, Bacolod. I'm here to actually accompany my brother because he's meeting up with a few friends, and then I haven't actually been back here for about 12 years, or more or less around 10 years. I can't remember. But the reason is, I'm here and I'm going to enjoy myself. I am planning to check out a few local restaurants, a few local delicacies, and we're gonna have a lot of chicken. Bacolod is known for the city of smiles, and it's also known for that how do I say it? That iconic dish called chicken inasal. It originated here, and we're actually thinking of eating in one of the best places here that my friend suggested. Okay, but for now, I'm actually checked in the hotel. It's called El Fisher Hotel. It's a quaint place. It's along the main road. It's actually Chinese New Year now. No, it's actually past Chinese New Year, but they're celebrating something like Chinese New Year today, and hopefully, it won't be that noisy tonight. But we'll see if we can join that party. It's a street party right along the main road. So, what else? We're staying here in Bacolod for about 3 days, and then we're moving to another city. And actually, I'm excited to visit Hinigaran. If ever we can find a way to get to Hinigaran, I'm going to visit Hinigaran. Hinigaran is known for their seafoods, but according to my cousin slash half, I can't call him half brother. He's my kinakapatid. It's like family friend. He says that shrimps are actually really good here in Bacolod City already, and you don't need to go to Hinigaran. So we will see. I hopefully can find really good. I hope I can find good shrimps in Hinigaran though. Okay. What else? Oh, for now I might check out Calea, which is this pastry shop, really renowned pastry shop here in Bacolod. It's just across the hotel, and then we're going to check out one of my favorite delicacies here. It's called Piaya. Okay, I'm going to three different what do you call this? Three different manufacturers of Piaya here in Bacolod, and we're going to buy each one of them and do the review here in the hotel room, so it won't be that noisy. Okay, see ya, and kaunta. Go. Okay guys, our first stop here in Bacolod is this special place. It's called Totong's Barquillos. Okay, you guys know about Bongbong's, Piaya, and other brands, but for me, Totong's is special. It's because of this. Come, let's go. Check it out. There. Look at this, guys. Totong's is the only one that serves the fat piaya. Okay, this is actually, it's like it's almost like a chapati filled with muscovado sugar, and they serve the filled ones. This is actually my favorite. Bongbong's doesn't have this, and the others don't have this. Only Totong's. It's a very small place here. I know this place because I used to frequent this place. They used to have this blue clear logo back then, but now it's like this. They're also known for their barquillos and other goodies. And check what they have. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so I will now take this back to the hotel and devour it there one by one. Okay, see ya. Okay, guys. My brother, this guy, suggested to me that I do a review on the top 3 piayas here in Bacolod. So I got one from Totong's, which is my favorite. I also bought one from Sugarlandia, And then after this, we're going to Bongbong's, which is the mainstream one. We'll buy from them.
We'll try this one too.
Okay, we're also going to try Bañadas. It's actually a cookie that's sugar crusted on top. Okay, so it's also a very well known place. Sugarland actually has a hotel named after it here in Bacolod. Bacolod is known to have lots of sugar canes here, and it's one of their major exports here in this town or in this city. So okay, so let's move on to Bongbong's. See ya.
Free taste.
Ooh, it's crunchy. Oh yeah.
I haven't eaten this in 12 years. Oh, it's all good, man. Ate, salamat po naman. Feature her pa.
Si
Ay,
nanay po.
wag na.
Yeah!
Huwag na.
Guys, Sugarlandia out there.
Salamat po.
Sugarlandia store. We'll continue eating that later.
Kasi nagabang kasi yung
Oh.
grab.
Okay guys, pardon for the loud music, but I'm here in the third location, which is actually Bongbong's. It's basically the most known Piaya and pasalubong take-home place here in Bacolod. They have a lot of branches. This was the nearest to my hotel, and check it out. So I'm going to go grab some piaya and we'll do the review later. Yeah. Okay, this is what's surprising. They have freshly made ones here. Oh, it's still warm. Freshly made piaya. Now I'm scared it might burn me, but oh my god, it's probably flaky, but the inside is just right. Not too sweet. The muscovado inside is really nice. As I said, I like the thick ones better. Oh, it's really good piaya. I'm actually happy that most of the places I went to are making this like fresh every hour on the hour. Okay, this is actually good. Let's try the butter flavor compared to the other ones because those ones are the thick ones. Okay, see ya. Okay guys, so okay, this is Calea. Calea is an institution here in Bacolod, namely for their desserts. I couldn't control myself. I ordered 4 slices of cake. Okay, here's what they are. First of all, I got a mud pie, their chocolate cake, their coffee crumble, and their mocha sancerval. Okay, I think I'll have to start with this because this one's an ice cream cake and it's starting to melt. So we'll start with that first. Okay guys, we'll start off with this ice cream cake or their mud pie. You can see it's already melting. Topped with almonds, Oreo crumbs, and that chocolate sauce. I believe the bottom is a brownie. Really melt goodness. Look at that. We'll focus on that. There it is. Let's have our first bite of Calea. Really chocolatey. The downside is, I dripped some of the ice cream on my phone. No, it's okay. Really chocolatey. That melty ice cream is not too cold, it's numbing my taste buds. But the crunch from that almonds and that brownie bottom, it's such a contrast compared to the smooth ice cream. Okay, we'll go for a second bite of the ice cream, and then a third one with a crust at the bottom. Mm. Okay, this one has the crust. I was wrong. It's not a brownie bottom, but a somewhat like a Oreo crust. Delicious, but counters that sweetness from that ice cream and the slight bitterness from that chocolate. Okay, we'll move on to the next one, which is their San Serval. This is their chocolate San Serval. Look at that. Then we get it on focus. There. San Serval is basically buttercream with a biscuit or a cookie. Well, actually somewhat like a meringue, a French meringue in each layer. This one has been made unique by flavoring it with mocha. See, this is a nice thing. With the sugar content of that cookie, it actually gets super moist and gets really sticky. It has that in Tagalog we call it kunat. That's the texture that I'm looking for. The good San Serval. Like that. You can really taste the mocha. Slight coffee flavor. There is nuts in that cookie, that thing, and that what do you call this? Buttercream icing. That it crumbles. That's the nice thing about this. It crumbles and it's such a decadent dessert that I'm sorry to say this. It's really good, okay, but my aunt in Canada still makes it better. But this is still one of the best I've had here in the Philippines. So, one last bite of this, then we'll move on to the next cake. I just realized something. There's a secret to that. They added sugar crystals in the meringue. And when you bite it, it has a certain crunch to it. Delicious. Now this is their chocolate cake. Let's try the top first. I think this is a chocolate ganache. Yes, it is a a deep chocolate ganache. Really nice. Fudgy cake. I don't know what that middle is. I'm hoping it's somewhat like a yema buttercream. We'll give this one a try. That cake is really bitter. It's as bitter as an ex-girlfriend. No, just kidding. It's actually really good. I think the middle part is going to balance this out even more. The middle part is so good. It makes it super creamy. The only downside to this is it's a bit dry. Hence, I got some water. But flavor-wise, it's really, really, really good. It's hard to explain. Okay, I always look for balance in my dishes. The place I eat at. What I mean balance is in not too salty, not too sweet, just right. But this one has a good balance of bitterness, sweetness, and creaminess. Mm-hmm. Okay. One last fudgy bite. And then we're going for the last cake here, which is the coffee crumble. Now this is their coffee crumble. You can see. If you guys know what violet crumble is, that crunchy part, they have it as a topping here. And I believe this is also buttercream with a chiffon cake. I'm praying to God that they have it in the middle also. Because this would be superb if they have it in the middle. They have that crumble thingy in the middle. There it is. One big bite. They have it in the middle. Now, that very light cake is quite buttery. That actually it's so light that I think if you eat this, if you actually you can eat half the cake without even feeling it hitting your stomach. That's how light it is. For me, my favorite one among all of this has to be that Sanserval. Sad to say it's not as good as my aunt's, but still, this is my number two. And number three would be that mud pie, and last would be that chocolate cake. It's just that I don't quite like that bitter of a chocolate cake, but the gooiness and the creaminess of that filling in the middle, it blows my mind, really. Okay, so I'll finish my meal here, and then I'll continue with a Piaya review upstairs in our room. Bye. Oh hey guys, back in the room. So we'll start off with the reviews of the Piaya. I'm sorry, scratching my face. I'm actually I just took a shower. It's been a hard day and a really long day today, but I'm good. Calea was heavenly, but I have another dessert here that I have to try. Okay, so we'll start off with totongs. This is the totongs. See, that's not the only goodies we bought. We bought so much. That's the totongs Piaya. This one is supposed to be the best of the best. The best in the West. But we also bought, what is that? Oh, my brother has it. Damn it. Okay. This is sugar down here. Yeah. So, okay, you already know my review of bonbons. This is the one they gave me. Now we'll try this one. This is okay. When we went to bonbons, they gave me a freshly cooked one. I tasted it. It was actually good, but it's sweet since it's newly cooked. You couldn't taste the whole sweetness of that piaya because it was so hot that we had to like that. But truthfully, I've tried their piaya before. It's really good, but it has this mass-produced kind of taste. It doesn't have that how do I put it first? That handmade feel to it. Okay. Now, this one on the other hand was also given to me freshly cooked. This is from Sugarlandia. this is what I like. It's the small ones, but really thick ones. Oh, that didn't sound right. Then yeah, the small round piayas that's really thick. And the reason why I love these sort of flat ones is because this one is really filled with that muscovado thing, or that filling. Mm-hmm. See? It's filled to the brim. This one is really flaky, crunchy. The filling is not that sweet. I was expecting it to be really sweet. Oh. The one thing I noticed with that one was it had this overwhelming sesame taste. I think they really toasted the sesame seeds really well when they coated. You make the filling, you put it into this. I think this is a flour dough, and then you flatten it up. Then you dip that flour dough in sesame seeds. Then you toast it on the griddle until the filling actually slowly cooks. It's somewhat like a naan bread, actually, a sweet naan bread. Okay, so that was Sugarlandia. It's really good. It has a very strong, what do you call this? Sesame taste to it. I'm sorry, I'm going barbaric on this. They didn't give me a knife or anything here in the hotel room. Anyways, you have to do what you have. You have to do what you have right now. This one is Totom's. Now to give this a try. Ooh, this one. Okay. See, there's char marks on the outside. This one doesn't have the. It does smell like sesame oil, but it doesn't have the whole sesame seeds on outside. This is what I've been looking for. It's really sweet, really fragrant. The only downside to this, when you eat piaya, is the crumb. The crumbs, it falls on your shirt. But the Totom's piaya is not as filled as the other ones. But how do I say it? Flavor-wise, I prefer this. Really sweet. The sesame's not overpowering, and it has a somewhat buttery taste to it. Yeah. Now I remember, I could finish one whole pack of this in one sitting, when I was still young. Now I remember why. It's really good. So, each one of those piayas were good because, for me, Totom's is the best because it kind of reminds me of my dad. He was the one who introduced me to this. But each one of them has its own positive flavor, positive aspect to each one of them. For example, if you like more of the sesame taste, here you go with Sugarlandia. If you want the not too sweet, somewhat, there's I think a bit of saltiness to it that counters that sweetness, you go with bongbongs. But for me, I love the sweetness, like super sweetness of the Totom's.
My trip to Bacolod will not be complete if I didn't try this. Just to show you how important this is to me. So how good this is. This was the last pack in that store. In Sugarlandia they had more. They had a lot also, and they were making fresh ones in bongbongs, but this was the last pack in Totoms and it was meant to be mine. Okay, so thank you Totoms. This was actually very nostalgic and very delicious. And guys, thank you for watching the vlog. You can check out these places here in Bacolod. The taxi service here is quite, what do you call it? They're really honest. And the nice thing about this, they also have Grab. So aside from the taxis, if you can't get a taxi, if you still have doubts with taxis, you can use the Grab service here. And a few words of Ilonggo you could say is sorry, that's bastos. No, namit gid, which means very delicious. Okay, namit is good. Gid is like an it's like yeah, hell yeah, like that. But namit gid is very delicious. Okay, so that's my Ilonggo word for the day. I'm now going to eat one more piaya before I sleep. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Gutom never Busog. On Twitter at Gutom, and on Facebook at Gutom never Busog. So till next vlog, see you in the dining room. Tara, kaunta.